Are y'all ready to get this started?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. Here we go.
Sit your ass down and get ready for the next episode of the Urban Green Room. The Urban Green Room. With your host, my girl AA and that dude D. Lewis.
Hey everyone, it's your girl AA.
What's up, world? It's your man D. Lewis.
And welcome to another episode of the Urban Green Room podcast. Yes. Okay, so tonight, because we've held on to this topic, like it was heated in the DM, we was going at it, we all had opinions, and tonight we about to get into some pop culture shit tonight that needs to be discussed. So without further ado, you recognize the gang. We're all in here, so we got my man Willie LeBlanc. We got my girl Vivian Blue. We got author Obsession. And we got Nadine Fry, the Pinterest herself, joining us for this conversation. So, I don't even know where we're going to start. But there's some bullshit happening out there. And I think my girl Viv needs to kick it off. Because she said something before we went live that definitely needs to be settled. So, start with CardiB. CardiB... What's going on?
Well, I feel like at the beginning and end of the day, like I said, that people tend to have issues with their pride and their egos, mostly men, when it comes to women who are more successful than they are. You know, truthfully, again, everybody knew who the Migos was, but they knew who Quavo was. Quavo was the more popular one out of the Migos before it got started. So when Offset had got with CardiB, that pulled him towards more limelight and things. You know, he got stuff going on, but she is that bitch. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the day, she's one of the top female rap artists out here. So it goes, you can look back. Look at how all the Halle Berry relationships had ended up. You know, you can look at, we can go down the line. It's so many women. You see, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, and that bitch is the bitch of all bitches to be, goddamn me, in the end. You know, so he cheated on her. But at the beginning of the day, he came back and apologized. He made a whole motherfucking album about that shit because she let his ass know, I'm not playing with
They all got something in common. They all Sagittarius, though. Okay.
She say, oh, so that's what it is. That's the connection.
Well, what'd you say? What'd you say, Obsession?
Hold up. Offset cheated, he a Sagittarius. Jay-Z cheated, he a Sagittarius. Who else just got caught cheating? Sagittarius. Whoever it was.
The Sagittarius men are whorish. They're very whorish.
But I've always heard that, though.
They're habitual.
I've always heard that. But I'm just saying, okay, Bill.
No, but
so are we saying that the majority of men have an issue with women that make more money than they do, who have an elevated status, whether it's in society or in the corporate world, that men struggle with having women who have a profound presence? Is that the issue?
Yes.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Let's get a male perspective in here. What you think about that, Willie? I mean, what do you think about that? Not you personally. Yeah, let's talk generalities.
Because every man will lie and say, I don't have a problem with it, but as soon as
I was just about to say it.
Hey, time out. Willie. Willie. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Come along.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with y'all. Let's start there because I have seen it myself where there are some dudes out there who are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're intimidated by a successful woman. They don't know how to handle a woman being more successful than they are. They do anything and everything that they can to try to make that woman look like she's not where she's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Now, not saying that that's all dudes, but I have seen it with my own two eyes. Like, and I mean, yeah, some dudes will go as far as to cheat on them and be like, oh, her pussy and all that. When in reality, they crying behind closed doors talking about, baby, I'm sorry. I love you. No. Keep that same energy you had when you was cheating on her. Keep that same energy that you had when you was intimidated. If you're so intimidated,
made a whole baby.
Man, for real, like,
so
Offset, he made a baby. He didn't just cheat. He made a baby.
He made a baby?
I did not know that.
Did not know that.
Well, allegedly. I don't know if it's factual yet. I know it's
they
think so.
It's the one that apologized to, what's her name, Summer Bunny. They saying it's her that apologized. That remember that video she did to CardiB crying and apologizing? They saying it's her.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Willie, I agree with just about everything you said. I got a little bit of a different take, though. I don't think it's intimidation. I'm going to use the word insecurity. Yeah. Men become insecure. And I think that's just how we've been programmed, in our whole lives. That's the way our society is. A man is supposed to be this and a woman is supposed to be that. So when those roles kind of get reversed in traditional relationships, men feel that their value lowers now, right? So they're insecure with themselves. So if I'm insecure with myself, I devalue myself, and I'm going to project that on the woman I'm with. Now I'm going to think that she's not valuing me, the way she used to value me, right? Especially if the roles had reversed. Like if I had money, I'm the breadwinner of the relationship and I'm taking care of everybody. And then boom, my wife starts working or my girl starts working and her income's up here now. That makes men feel insecure. And I think when dudes go out, some dudes just pieces of shit to begin with. But I don't think it's all the time where they're intentionally trying to hurt somebody. They're insecure in their feelings in their relationship, and they don't know how to explain that to nobody because our society also says that men ain't supposed to talk about no shit like that. We ain't supposed to have feelings. We ain't supposed to feel this way.
Right.
So sometimes to make themselves feel better about themselves and feel valued, they go out and do stupid shit like that. Now, I'm not saying that's his situation at all. I'm just giving another perspective as a male who has grown up in this society and as a male who's got, let's just say, a little bit of experience in this category that, sometimes it can be that. You know what I mean?
Pride and ego.
Sure, absolutely. It still comes down to that for sure. For sure. I do not disagree with you at all.
I want to hear from Nadine.
Yeah.
I guess I can agree with the perspectives. I definitely love the change of the word to insecurity. For me, it comes down to so when you do get insecure, and you're right, society does make it so that men don't always feel 100% comfortable talking about, with the difference in the pay scale or anything in a relationship that makes them feel insecure. But for me, it's like, why is the solution always another bitch?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to bring something in there? And then I think further into the personal standards in people's homes. So if your wife is never giving you a reason to shut down, if she's never, she's always showing you have this type of wife that's always checking in. Yeah, babe, you all right? Anything that we can do better? What do we want to do? What are our future goals? It's like if you have a person that makes the open space, it definitely negates your excuse as to,
I disagree.
You were just becoming a bigger.
I disagree. You're making it about the woman again. This is not about women. So we gotta agree on that right now. So there's nothing wrong with Cardi. There's nothing wrong with maybe her approach to their relationship. This is something that he's trying to deal with himself. Right. Yeah, so it don't matter what kind of space she provide for this man. If a man is that insecure with himself it's not about the woman. He's not doing it because he didn't do something. Mm-hmm. He's looking for something that he can't get right there, right now. And whatever that is, and it's not always women. It's not always pussy. It could be drinking. It could be drugs. It could be, several different things. But we talking about a cheating conversation right now. So we're going to keep it there.
Right.
But let's not make this about the women.
I wasn't trying to make it about the women. But when you're in a relationship, no matter what you do or go through for yourself, it directly affects your wife, your mate, your partner. It directly affects her. So when you internalize things and you don't share the space that's been provided, you lead yourself into something bigger that now can destroy your home from many different foundations. It's like trust. We have betrayal. You get what I'm saying? All because we could have dealt with this one thing, and figured out how to make you feel better. I wasn't trying to detract from the fact you're right. That is something that men go through. That is something that they internalize, but the conversation needs to be, how do we get men to go from that mode of thinking into, hey,
that was my next question.
Like, what is your home life? Like, what is your home life? How can you, like, because it's like anything, like a man who gambles, you're going to destroy your family's finances. You get what I'm saying? That can lead to your family not having a home, not having a vehicle to travel with. Y'all basically being outside on the corner, when if you would have just spoken about whatever was going on, then we could have avoided that. And that's why I was trying to keep it general.
Obsession, what's up with you? Thank you, Nadine. Yeah, I agree with you for sure. Obsession, you want to add anything?
Oh, you want to hear from me? Oh.
This motherfucker.
What? I feel like, every time a man does something inappropriate or whatever, we always, if he just talk, I'm over that. This is not a toddler who doesn't know how to use their words. You know what I'm saying? How long are we going to say, society has molded? I mean, so ever since we was little girls, we was taught how to get a man. That don't make me now at 37, that ain't my focus. You get what I'm saying? Even though that's how growing up, you basically being molded on how to be a wife and be a mother and stuff like that. So, yeah, y'all wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if you that insecure, then you need to date down. You know what I'm saying? Why did he go for Cardi? Cardi was a man in her business. Why did he go for Cardi? Why he didn't go for an Instagram model?
Status symbol.
Why he didn't go? You know what I'm saying? Why he
the
do
way
that?
He went about?
And then you want to blame her, or have this stuff going on with her when you could have just dated somebody that was gonna make you feel like a man. You wasted her time. You know what I'm saying? So I
valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Valid.
You know what I'm saying? Just date down.
Yeah. So I'm still surprised because I didn't know that there was a child involved. So,
that's what all the outlets saying. That's what all the people saying.
I haven't been on the internet today.
Yeah, so. They're saying he possibly has somebody pregnant.
So, when it gets to that point, there's definitely a child involved.
Yeah.
But that would probably be why there is no more forgiveness on Cardi's part. You know what I mean? I forgave you once for your indiscretion. You fucked up. I'm gonna take you back. We can work on this. But if that's your continued behavior, and now this, because to me, that's like if D brought another child into our relationship because he out there fucking around, that's a constant reminder that you left my bed. that we're never doing. Like that would be, could I forgive you once? Yeah. But you bringing a child home now? And I got to deal with some other bitch. There's no love, there's no forgiveness, there's no nothing there. So I could totally see where CardiB is coming from with this. I don't know any woman.
This the thing though. This ain't the first time. This ain't the second time he cheated. This like 4 or 5. She told him, because before she dumped him, that was like the second or third time he cheated. That wasn't the first time.
No, okay. But see, I don't keep up with the social like that. So, yeah.
So now you got to add this time. And she told him, you got one more again. But as usual, being a typical man, he ain't have on his listening ears. You know what I'm saying? She told him. And I guess he thought that she was going to be like a lot of women. I mean, it's true. They cry, fuss, kick, scream. Right back next to him. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought like she was gonna be like that, but no. No.
Well,
and she want full custody and everything, and he got a problem with that.
That's a whole nother topic. What was you gonna say, Willie?
His fault. Because that's all on him. Like he the one fucked up. I can't.
Yeah, he gotta.
Like normally I can like, you know, kind of sympathize with the dude sometimes, but on this note, bro fucked up. Now he got to live with the constant reminder in his mind on a day-to-day basis until the day he rests his soul in a box that he was the one that fucked over CardiB. He was the one that fucked over a great marriage. He the one that fucked over a great thing. He the one that brought in a whole outside child into an already established marriage while he was still married. He the one that fucked that up. I can't even sympathize with dude.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
He's gonna be burning. He's gonna be burning when whoever she snatched up.
When CardiB bounced back after this divorce is final and she got that custody, when she bounced back and she got a new nigga on her arm, he gonna be sick.
Who's the
He gonna be salty as hell.
Sitting there patiently waiting for the shit to die down. Because see, women differently than men. We move differently. We know how to move in silence and move and shake. Y'all the ones who be raggedy and just don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care.
That's true.
Again, your pride and your ego is gonna have you feeling like you shouldn't give a fuck and that you don't give a fuck. So you know it is what it is. So that nigga probably just sitting back in the cut.
That's what he said on Instagram. The grind don't stop and all that. That's the male version of it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna take care of myself and my kids. You know how women do with a breakup. That's they version. The grind don't stop. He needs to shut the fuck up.
Okay, so move on because let's get to the topic that brought us all together again. Caused the division, a rift, had to tear down the group chat. Let's talk about this. We got it's all been over social media. We got Chris Brown's baby mama asking for more money. We got
which one? Oh, royalty.
Yeah. We got Dr. Dre's wife. This is what set it off. Her outrageous request for her support, spousal support, for maintaining her lifestyle. And then we add to that several more celebrities and their wives coming out with these outrageous demands. Where do we even start? Who wants to pick this up? Because
the question is, do we think they outrageous?
I think it's outrageous.
I'm half on the fence. I think it's out. I definitely think it's outrageous. But I did have a conversation with Obsession. She brought a very great point, and I'm sure she'll share, so I won't share it. But I was on the fence about it because it's like certain things on that list to me just wasn't a necessity, especially if you have grown children, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to pay for continued education. You don't need $900,000 a month to entertain yourself. You get what I'm saying?
The dry cleaning bill.
And I get it. And I get it. You're used to doing these things because y'all were in this relationship and, you know, all of that stuff. But it's like, no matter what, you still in a divorce, you have to give some things up. You know, you have to do that. It's part of the compromise.
I'm just going to throw it on out there. Like, I want to know what kind of cell phone she got that costs $20,000.
I was like, is that the NASA edition 2028? Like 10 racks?
This is a NASA edition.
A month for a phone bill? Like, I'm trying to tell you, she must got everybody on the plan in the city. Like, something ain't right. Like, 10,000? I wish I would.
She must got their whole entire entourage.
See, everybody thinking that everything is for her. If you notice, when a lot of these celebrity or athlete men, they get with these women that didn't have anything, they take care of their families. Mm-hmm. So that $25,000 or whatever phone bill may be for her whole side of the family. It may be for. But this is my thing, though. Don't start shit you ain't gonna keep up. She may not have asked you for that life. Why you flying her to Bora Bora every other week? Why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why is you doing that? And like I said, the numbers we don't know why the numbers. The 900 times could have been how many bitches didn't hit her up with pictures saying with laying up with Dr. Dre.
But you don't get paid for that.
900 times might have been how many times he slapped her upside her head. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this what I'm saying. They ain't meet last week. They ain't meet 10 years ago. They ain't meet 15 years ago. That's a 30-year relationship. Mm-hmm. They didn't try to survive the death of a child. We don't know what that did to them. His abuse might have increased because his son died. We don't know. He done been accused of rape. He done been accused of abuse. This is all the stuff she had to live with. I'm just saying, we don't know why she feels like she deserved all that. He could have gave her STDs. She could have gave her every STD under the sun. We don't know that. She might have been through a whole lot. And she might be like, I earned this. She might just feel like she earned it. You know,
so I'm not gonna say that she didn't earn something. What I'm saying is them numbers is a little they're a little far-fetched for me. They really are. Yeah. I'm not gonna say she took an ass whooping. Yeah, but we talking the difference between logic and emotion. Like she's thinking emotionally, logically. She's entitled to part of his estate. She just did. Yeah. First of all, when one of them bills, what she was asking for, I can't even recall, was more than what she was asking for her mortgage. I think it was her dry cleaning. The dry cleaning was more than a mortgage. Come on now, sis. Like, I'm with you. Because
I feel like after 30 years, she owns her home. After 30 years, you own your home.
We don't know how many times, how long they live there. We don't know how many times they move. We don't know how many properties he has. What I'm saying is, what was my thought for? Damn, I forgot.
It's the obsession. I get you. We don't know.
Cash out, assets out. Liquidate every motherfucking thing. Chop that shit in half and let's.
This one. There you go. We've seen people with less be even 10 times more vindictive because she could be asked for these numbers from a hurt place. I done gave you 30 years and survived the death. You done whooped my ass. I done had women. I done had. So this could be from her place. You just saw people with less do worse. That might be her way of feeling like, nigga, I done been through too much. I'm finna take you for all I can get.
So I wouldn't ask for $20 million. I say liquidate all the assets. I want all the assets liquidated, and we finna chop that shit down the middle, or I'm asking for over 60% of it. And
she might not got nobody like you in her corner though. You don't know who she got surrounding her, telling her, girl, get this, girl, ask for this, girl, ask for this. And when you in a hurt place, you gonna listen to your friends, you gonna listen to your family. You gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Where's her lawyer? Because any lawyer,
it might be this lawyer. She might have to get a new lawyer. You said, see, you talking about with her lawyer, everything she has might be connected to Dr. Dre. She might have to start all over just to get away from him.
Lawyer. She can go get an outside lawyer and put it in the agreement that nigga pay her legal fees.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And because of who she is, they're going to let her go with just her name. They're not even going to ask her to put no money down because they know they're going to get paid.
Get money. Absolutely.
Yeah. And my thing is, she's a highly intelligent woman. So let's not underestimate her because she ain't no dumb flunky lunky or was no bitch that a random that he just found on a video or something like that. From what I understand, she's educated.
Yeah. She was established when they met.
Yeah, she was established when they met. So,
but she ain't have Dr. Dre money.
This goes back to
Dr. Dre didn't have Dr. Dre money when they met. First off,
but
so I'm all for that. I'm all for the money. I'm all for a woman getting her just due when a relationship ends. I'm all for that. The problem I have is that with the explanation that you given, Obsession, is that, I mean, yeah, we built this thing together. We both went through whatever we went through, but that don't entitle either of us to back pay. You know what I mean? Like, we went through that because we wanted to go through that together. And unfortunately, right now, the relationship is at a dead end. It ain't going nowhere. We have to do this. Now, you're entitled to whatever it is you're entitled to. I don't know if they had prenups or anything like that in their relationship, but
they have a prenup.
It seems like, to me, it just, some of that is like, nobody needs to live that kind of lifestyle, regardless of what y'all did together. Y'all not together no more. Right? So if I took you to fucking Tahiti every other weekend, that was still my dime, my money. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to do it. We enjoyed it together, but that don't mean I'm going to keep sending your ass to Tahiti when we divorced. You know what I'm saying? So you go just take some other nigga to Tahiti on a free ride? Nigga, nah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't entitled to continue to keep living that lifestyle.
That's the first. Nobody,
if we got kids,
over all the crazy shit that Mary J. Blige's husband was asking for.
I know.
Nobody threw this
fit. Whole motherfucking bitch.
I didn't know about that. First off,
Mary J. Blige's husband
the same way. Halle Berry.
Mary J. Blige's husband wants her to pay his child support.
Eric Benet.
He wants her to pay for his personal chef, and he don't want to drive. He want a personal chauffeur. He wants.
Oh yeah, I remember
that.
That's bullshit. He wants her.
I'm calling it bullshit too.
He wants her to pay for what is that? All the charities that he donated to. He wants. Where was the outrage of all of that? And
women were speaking out on that. It was people really speaking out on that. Because who else? It's another, was it Monique or one of them comedians, a female comedian, I think, got done the exact same way.
It wasn't Monique. Her husband still together.
Not Niecy Nash. What's the one? She was on one of them.
I know who you're talking about.
She was on.
And he wanted full custody of the kids too, right?
Jerry Shepherd. Yes, she was done the exact same way. So men be on the same bullshit that women be.
They do.
Because at the beginning of the end of the day,
then again,
motherfucker gonna always be trying to cash in on somebody else's.
But this the thing though. You know how they say with kids, you bat them all these Jordans, all these electronics and all this stuff. That's all they know. And then you just stop or you lose your job and they lose their fucking man and you want to call them ungrateful and stuff. adults can get that fucking accustomed and spoiled as well. So I'm not saying a man shouldn't act in a divorce for anything. I'm not saying that because he was probably accustomed to flying with her everywhere. He was probably accustomed to $200, $300 steaks, you know, and all this. I mean, that's hard to turn off. If you came from nothing and somebody give you that every day and then they want to take it back, motherfuckers lose their man.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't want to lose that. Because they know for a fact they ain't going to get it back because you the reason they had it in the first place.
See, but the way that I think about it is that most people gain celebrity just from being someone's ex. You get what I'm saying? And especially in this age of social media, where all you got to do is be like, oh, I was married to so-and-so. Or I got a baby by, and motherfuckers flock to you because they want to know your business. You know what I'm saying?
Right, look at Andrea Kelly, R. Kelly wife. Look at her.
Yes.
I need to get up on my motherfucking pop culture. What? All right, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. That's the thing for me. It's like you can build your own name. You can build your own money. You get what I'm saying? She was with Dr. Dre for so long, so she'll still get invites places. She'll still be able to move in a certain capacity because she was his wife for a very long time.
We don't know how vindictive he is. He might want to have her blacklisted. Oh, I don't fuck with her no more. She was only allowed to.
And you know who's going to give her some play? Places like Love and Hip Hop, like places like that. You get what I'm saying? Like the bitch will always be able to check in the fucking bag if she wants to. Always be able to cash in one. You want to know why? Because people are nosy. They're going to want to know the intricacies of the divorce. That's worth at least 30 interviews alone.
No, they don't want to know what it was like being married.
Like that's literally like. Can you imagine all of these hot blogs? They would love to have that information. She's going to be a hot commodity because people are always wondering, y'all was married for 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
What really happened?
She's going to be able to tell her story any fucking way she wants to, just because she was his wife.
But that goes along with you better watch how you get them, because the same way you get them,
Absolutely.
Remember, he was with somebody when they got together. So
he was with Michelle.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no, listen. I mean, Michelle, that's
a lifetime.
Somebody needed to take him from Michelle because he was whooping her ass. We can't act like, no, I'm not trying to be funny.
I know.
To remove him. You know what I'm saying?
I watched a little bit of that. But
she needed to remove herself.
I was about to say that. But she took them ass on her own because she should have knew when to walk the fuck away.
Right.
So okay, now we can't have it both ways. Now we're not about to do that. Now Obsession can't say that she need all this money because we don't know how many ass whippings she done took. You know what I mean? That's why she asking for this money, and then say Miss Chalet ain't deserve no money because she deserved to get her ass whipped because she stayed.
No, I mean, Miss Chalet always want to get money. She got kids with that nigga.
Yeah,
right. She got a kid with him. She get money.
Yeah,
she will always get money.
They got a son.
Well, shit, that nigga got to be grown by now, though. They ain't get no child support for that.
So what? That's still his kid. You still gonna get money.
Now, when they go to college, you still got to pay child support.
Up to 25. I think it's up to their 25 if they in school.
Yeah, he's
right.
20.
So he might be in college, but he's still paying.
Okay. Am I dating myself and shit? I think the nigga was that. Okay. Anywho, so okay, we agree to disagree on some of that. That's cool.
Yeah. At the beginning of the day,
but
pride and ego on both sides for the women and
absolutely.
Pride and ego.
And like I said, and like one thing that Obsession said is like, you know, her what she asking for could be coming from a hurt place. And I totally get that. You get what I'm saying? I get that because men don't understand that, like, when you in a relationship, you know, and then you do something detrimental that destroys that. You get what I'm saying? It takes us to a different level because we've been eating, we've been chewing, we've been suppressing your damage for so long, you know? So basically you end up in situations where you just want to be petty. Just want to be petty. I'm going to tie you the fuck up in court because guess what? The longer you tied up in court, you know what I'm saying? The more you're going to have to pay. It's like that hurt place is something detrimental. And I'm not saying that it don't happen to men, but women being the ultimate emotional creatures that we are, we handle our pain different,
but
you know.
See, I'll be a different type of petty because I'm gonna take from you how you eating. That means I want aftermath.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
You ain't getting
aftermath. I want the company. I don't care. I
want to be a stockholder.
And that's a whole nother level now, obsession. You can't, just because y'all ain't work out, you're going to try to take the way the nigga eat? Like,
no, I want residual. I want residuals because one thing we never think about is like what goes into building anybody, whether it's a man or a woman, what goes into building them into whatever they become. Like
he could have ran many beats by her.
Yeah. Like that's what I said. Like,
she could have helped them. We don't know.
That's what I said. Like she could have been like because that's
no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do she done made the hits and shit for the nigga. We not doing that. We ain't doing that, obsession. No. I was willing to let the beat thing slide, but we ain't saying she is the genius behind Dre fucking beats. No.
His ideas, but you know,
Willie.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Willie,
it's a
where
lot
you
of
at with this, man?
It's a lot of sacrifice in marriage that happens.
That's right.
Where
I can't keep defending this nigga by myself, man.
Listen, where you have to push your mate to greater. You never know if she had to stop college. You know what I mean? Stop classes so that they could focus all of their money and energy into what it was that he wanted to do, or this dream deferred that he had. You know, it's like I get it on that.
Dre was rich and famous before they even got together, yo. No, I'm not saying she didn't contribute. I'm not saying she did not contribute her just due to that relationship. I know she did. Any woman does. Y'all all do. Y'all carry a hell of a load in any marriage. Facts. But let's not act like this nigga was broke before they got together. This ain't a nigga that just came out of college as an athlete and then blew up. Like this nigga had money and shit already. Let's not forget that.
I know a lot of women whose husbands have businesses that handle the books because they be love to bring y'all homeboys in. Don't notice when they skimming money off the top.
Absolutely.
And the wives be catching that. The wives be, we don't know what role she played. She could have been an assistant. She could have been his secretary. She could have ran the fan club. We don't know what role she could have been promoted. We don't know. But what I'm saying
did that shit.
Girl! Yo, Daryl, not too much on shit, bro.
No, Session about to cuss me out. I was just playing the session.
No. Okay, so like for example, when you learn the background,
we was too serious. Shit, we need to laugh.
No,
shit.
When you learn the background of Torrey Hart and Kevin Hart, you will find out she wrote a lot of his jokes.
Absolutely.
You will find out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's not gonna tell nobody that.
Well, no, he can't.
She gave him her car, put gas in the car, gave him her bank card, so he can travel and do comedy.
Yeah.
But when he get awards, do he stand up there and say, "I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for my ex-wife" or whatever? No, we don't know what role the wives play.
She give her credit. You say I want to give everybody props that supported me and helped me get where I'm at. She included in that now. Come on.
Really?
Ooh,
what?
Really?
Really? There you go. Shoot me some bail, Willie.
Y'all let me talk there?
Oh, Lord.
I'll let y'all get y'all roll out.
So wait a minute.
We need to stop the roll right now.
No. Because this was good. I think we got it all out.
Shit, stop they rolling it.
So I got another scenario, and this one is for the guys. So this came off of social media too. There was a stepfather who helped raise his two stepdaughters. So their father was a doctor. Left the mother and the two girls, married a younger woman, went and lived his life for 25 years, had nothing to do with his daughters. Like, it was about him and his new family, right? So for 25 years, the stepdad has been there. Every award, every recital, every play, sporting event, paid for college, like, did everything for these girls, treated them like they were his. So the wife, when he asked, he said he should have known that there was an issue because when he asked to adopt them, she said no. So that's the first issue.
Okay, now let me. I gotta slow down because I gotta make sure I got it right. Let me make sure I got it right. So the stepdad asked to adopt the girls.
Yes.
And the mom said no.
Yep, and the mom said no. Fast forward 25 years, the oldest daughter is getting married. Her father, her biological father, has now divorced his second wife, wants to rekindle the relationship with his daughters. And the daughter says, I'm going to let my biological dad walk me down the aisle. Here's the kicker. The stepdad has forked out $50,000 for the wedding.
Oh, he going to need to get his money back or knock all that shit over. Fuck you mean.
Let's talk about it.
Ain't nowhere to go with that.
Willie.
Willie, what you going to do? You the stepdad. What you going to do?
If I was a stepdad, I'll air that bitch out.
You better know it. Absolutely. Better know it.
I'm not calling that shit over. I'm catching bodies all day long. Ain't no way in the... Okay, listen.
This is the compromise. So this is the compromise that he came up with.
Ain't no fucking compromise.
He said we can both walk you down the aisle. And his wife says, hell no. Her dad's gonna walk her down the aisle because you're just a stepdad.
No, he gonna need to put that bitch in the
stepdad.
Hold
Go
up.
ahead.
The divorce papers on the table. I'm taking all the shit that I done purchased for this wedding back.
Time out. Everybody, time out. Willie. Everybody gonna get their turn on this one because this is some bullshit.
Sorry.
Willie.
I'm not all that shit over. First of all, let me tell you, right? Let me just
fuck knocking shit over. I ain't even finna pay for the shit. The shit ain't going down.
I mean, okay. So
the shit is canceled.
So you need to tell me. Hold on. I just want to make sure that I'm knocking all this shit over for the right reason. I'm the stepdad. I don't know how you forked over 50 bands. 50 of them.
50 of them Jones.
50.
Yep.
They're gonna be 50.
You mentioned he was supposed to pay 10,000 more, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was supposed to pay 10,000 more.
And he said he wasn't gonna pay it because of what the mom said. So it would have been 60,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I want my money back. Are we
That'll be a whole motherfucking divorce party. 50 grand divorce party. Fuck y'all.
But the whole team
don't get married on your daddy's lawn.
Like, how fucking disrespectful is that shit? How disrespectful is that?
Hey.
Stepfathers don't get
all that shit over, man.
Like,
I want to hear the man. I want to hear this from a guy's point now.
Look, listen.
Willie can't handle it. He like, no, just fuck it. We're done.
Either they gonna give me 50 bands back, or it's gonna be 50 bites hit the floor. That's all it is to it.
Absolutely.
I'm catching case after case after case for my 50 bands. Ain't no coming back from that. If my wife
really
tells me that I can't walk my stepdaughter down the aisle after I done bitched over 50 bands, she might be the first one to get it.
Oh, she's gonna be the first one to get it.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's gonna be the first. Ain't no mic. Nigga, she's going to be the first one to get it.
Flip side? Can I be the flip side?
Go
You
ahead.
can in a minute. Hold on. Now we let y'all rant for 45 goddamn minutes.
No.
We getting this out.
I ain't gotta say now. I ain't gotta say it now, but I'm just saying, can I be the other side?
You know I love you, right? You know I love you to death. You my
Your hair pretty too. Just before we, because we about to go in.
You know you my ace boon coon, right? You know I rocks with you the long way, the strong way, right? Ain't no flip side to this.
Act like it?
Ain't no flip side to this. There's absolutely zero.
How the fuck you gonna tell me?
Fashion has no age limit. It doesn't belong to any one race. It has no shape or size. Fashion is a feeling. An attitude. A concept. A vibe. A movement. Fashion is defined by the people who wear it, create it, and those that dare to be different. So come on, be unique. Be you. Be confident. Be bold. Be dope. Join us now and show the world just how dope you really are. Because let's face it, fashion was made for everyone. Dope Fashions by I.O. Lewis. Join the movement now at dopefashions.net.
Because it could be. It could be. And I was going to say.
Ain't no flip side, baby girl. I swear to God.
Listen.
I'm listening.
The girls
I'm
may not, even if he did all that, look at how their mama are. They may not have ever connected with him. Because look how their mama is. So he could have did all of that. Been to recitals, did homework and all that. But she may have been in the middle of him really getting what he deserved from them girls, because she probably don't even want him. She probably still wants that Dr. Daddy of theirs. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. He could be a great guy, but look at her response to what was going on. That's what I'm saying the flip side is. I'm not justifying nothing, but look how she acted.
Mm-hmm.
That is so deplorable. That is so deplorable, because I could
I'm just saying.
It's like, it's deplorable. It's like, even the fact that like his wife, his partner, his helpmeet, like his rib, going to tell him like her biological father, after he done dusted you, ghosted you, and left you out here by yourself to raise two children. And it's like, that shit angers me, because stepfathers don't get enough credit. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't get enough credit. I come from a family full of strong fathers. A lot of my uncles have met their wives while they already had children. And when they come in, it's not these your step cousins. Those ain't his play kids. You get what I'm saying? They his. And any more that he adds to the family, every child gets treated equally. Like, I can never respect that. Like, I can never respect that. For you to even have that conversation, there's no conversation. I'm walking her, that's it. If not, somebody about to cut me a check and I'm still gonna knock all that shit over. Fuck you mean? Give me my money back. If the bio dad wants to come pay for it, he can pay for it, and I'm still gonna show up and knock it the fuck over. I don't care. That's just
at what point are we letting the girl off the hook here, though? Mm-hmm. Like, I get what you're saying, Obsession. I get, when they're young and all that, and raising them that, the mom might have been in the way and they might not have connected how they should. But we're talking about a 25-year-old woman right now who I would assume has got to know some difference between what's right and what's wrong and what's moral and what ain't.
You have many parents brainwash their children.
That's you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
At 25, at some point, you have to be able to think for yourself and know that, okay, this dude has been there. He has really been my father. Like, this other dude is my dad, but this cat is my father. Right? So if you did want the other cat to walk you down, you gotta at least say we both gonna do it. But we putting a lot on the mom, which a lot should go on her, because that I ain't even gonna say.
Do you know how many grown children still work to please their parents?
Yeah.
You know how many 20 and 30 and 40-year-olds still want mommy and daddy approval, still want to be patted on the back and praised and looked at as a favorite and all this other stuff?
Or
I don't.
You know that, right?
I honestly don't. Because I don't think I know anybody like that.
Are the ones who
I do
have emotional hangups, who feel that, oh, now my daddy wants to be a daddy and I want
That's true.
So
that's true too.
That's true
too. But me being the person that I am, I'd have told them, nigga, fuck you. Where was you when this man was doing all of what he was doing to take care of me? Where the fuck was you?
Right.
Because I know you have no right to come in. See, they should have checked the daddy in the first place. You have no right. You have no right.
Vivian, I'm right there with you. But I took a step back when I heard this story, because I thought to myself, the bond between a child and their parent, especially the absentee parent, is very strong, because no matter what, you're going to seek that person's love and that attention that you didn't get from the get-go. So being that this man had been out of their lives for 25 years, like, that's done some internal, mental, and emotional damage to these girls. And I only say that is because I am a daddy's girl. If my dad was alive right now, like, he'd be right here by my side. I'm a daddy's girl. That bond is so strong. I can only imagine if he hadn't been in my life, what that bond would have been like. If he just popped up after 50 years and said, hey, I want a relationship, like, I'd revert back to that child wanting that love from her parent. So I get that from the daughter. But this is the kicker. The father said, the stepfather said, well, if he walks her down the aisle, I'm not coming and I'm not paying for it. The wife then says, then I'm divorcing you.
Yeah.
Drop on the paper.
Right.
Yep.
Bitch,
drop that bitch in the ocean and be done with it.
Papers. Because
you better drop that bitch in the. You better drop that bitch in the swamp.
Say that.
What you mean?
Come on.
Fucking gator food. What you mean?
Up on some motherfucking toilet paper.
Absolutely.
But you know what this remind me of, y'all? Y'all know what this remind me of? You see how she flipped it? How she made it like he was the perpetrator, like he was the wrong or whatever. This reminds me of what Ray J and Princess Love is going through. Princess Love filed for divorce. He said no. Now he filed for divorce. He switched it. Oh, she this. She that. She this. Oh, our marriage is this. It's toxic. When she was saying it, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
How did she
really want
like that?
How is this the same as that?
I had to think about what it was for.
It's the same as that, because like the wife Okay, let me tell you what Ray J, the commonality with that is. Ray J and this wife, they gaslight. You know what gaslight is? Gaslight. She was making it seem like he was out of his mind for feeling the way he was feeling, doing all this and taking a stance. That's what Ray J just did to Princess. You out of your mind. You trying to take a stance. Stands for what? Stands for what? So now she's like, okay, you gonna take a stance. Once I get you where I want, okay, I know you don't want a divorce. So I know you finna give me and my girls what I want. Once he got Princess where he wanted, now he hit her with that. The wife did the same thing to him.
She made it seem like he was in the wrong. And for feeling the way that he felt. Yep.
This was the wife telling this story?
I saw this in a group.
No.
You saw it in the group?
I saw this in a group before, because this was posted on Facebook yesterday, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this in a group. And so apparently, what group was this? It's a vent below vent something group. And they were talking about, that's how I learned about gaslighting and all this stuff. Because when they were saying, I was like, what the fuck is that? But they was like, basically, when he took a stance and he was telling her this was wrong and all this other stuff, and she like,
yeah, that's what narcissists do.
Okay, no divorce. You know what I'm saying? Because it's clear from her response and how she approached him. She has no respect for him. She has him dangling from her fingers. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And that reminded me of Ray J and Princess. He got the world thinking she unstable. He got he gaslight. It's a narcissist thing. That wife is a narcissist.
She is.
For you to even think that that's okay, that man crazy for feeling like he put his heart and his soul in those kids.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you making it seem like he out of his mind for wanting to walk her down the aisle. He earned that.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? And me watching this story unfold on Ray J and Princess, all the cheating and all the stuff, and you making it seem like she crazy, like she didn't earn respect, she didn't earn, and now you wanna hit her with an ultimatum, cut this shit out, or divorce, or what? Really?
You know that's what narcissists do. Narcissists make themselves the victim.
Real.
They make themselves the victim.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
They make themselves the victim. It'll be like, no matter what you say, it could be your pain, and they'll find a way to turn that pain into their pain. Like, you get what I'm saying? You ever had a person that, like, where you telling them something's going on with you, and then they come back with like a story that's like 300 times crazier than yours, so you really be like, wait, but am I really going through something? That's the mind of a narcissist.
Yes.
That's what they do. But that wife right there, that's narcissism at its best. And some women do that really well.
I'm with Willie. I'm catching mad cases.
Absolutely.
I'm catching mad cases.
Listen, and I wouldn't fault you, brother. And I wouldn't fault you, brothers, for that.
I'm catching mad cases. I'm catching them right now.
But it do. It makes you think.
I'll catch the cases and call the police on myself.
Yeah. I'll be like, yo, I'm about to air this bitch out. Y'all better come on down here, because don't worry about it. I'll be on the ground waiting for you.
Right.
Well, like, word. Like, yo, I'll strip down. I'll do all that shit.
I feel like that situation
this bitch getting
so
shot
hurtful.
the fuck up.
I don't even think he can. That's like something that touch your soul that all you can do is cry. I don't even think he can hurt nobody at that moment. I feel like that's something so damn painful. All he probably did was cry.
Not till he started processing that shit.
Once he, like I said, once he processes, that's true. Once he processes those emotions, it's over for everybody, because it's like stepfathers, they come in and it's like, it's one thing to love somebody because they're your blood, but to choose to love someone, it's like, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game.
Facts.
I remember growing up with my stepfather, because my father wasn't around. I didn't like really start having a relationship with my dad until I was 17. But my stepfather, my younger sister's father, he was there. And even when he left my mother when I was 10 years old, he never separated me from his biological children. He came to pick me up on the weekends. He took me back to school shopping. You get what I'm saying? I graduated with high honors. I got money. You get what I'm saying? It's like, he's still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Come around. Like, that's my kid's third pop. Like, I don't play them type of games because anything that happens in your life, it takes a real man to choose to love you. And that is a slap in the face, not just from the wife, but them damn kids too.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what,
that's what I was saying.
Like, you owe me, bitch.
Absolutely.
You and your fucking kids. Y'all owe me college tuition. You
owe me car money.
Your past car, baby. I would run them home.
I'm gonna say, how many movie nights did he pay for? How many camping meals did he pay for? Damn that. And he paid for college out of pocket. Like, bitch, you smoking dick.
Out of pocket. He paid for cars. Just
come on,
think
bitch,
about that.
They would have called that my dude would have been the weak cold man, okay? I'm running past Chris, snatching down degrees, okay? Fuck your cap and gown. I want my cars, all that shit. I have homies come pick this shit up. It's for the hood now. Y'all got me sucked up. Like, I don't play them type of games. I don't play them type of games. Like, I would have a live burning to them fucking degrees I paid for, bitch, they mine. Fuck you mean? And play with me like that. I like that. Just burns my biscuits. It's like, how
this
can
is
you
the first
be that
time I heard of that shit. I haven't heard that. You didn't even share that shit with me.
No.
I'm glad you didn't, because I'd have fucked my whole night up. Like, nah, man, you can't do no shit like that.
One more.
Oh my God.
One more. Because this like.
They seem to get worse.
No, we gotta talk about this one. We gotta talk about this.
They get worse as we go.
No, we gotta talk about this. Because I'm a little peeved. I'm peeved because, like, I watch Versus, right? And Monica and Brandy did Versus.
Oh, you want to talk about Monica and Brandy?
I want to talk about Monica. I want to talk about Patti LaBelle and Auntie Gladys. I want to talk about them. They was doing too much for me. They was doing too much.
But they earned to do it too much, okay?
Yeah,
I was living.
Yeah.
I was
cracking up.
I was with the shits. I was with the shits with them.
Listen, Patty's from my city. Patty's from my city, so I love to see her put on for her city, okay?
Yes. I'm all about old school. But that Brandy and Monica versus
Auntie Patty was up there doing her makeup. She brought a whole shoe rack full of stilettos and was changing them. Okay? She was being extra, okay?
She was so extra.
She misperforming. She misperforming. That's what that was.
She was performing.
She was there.
All right.
Brandy and Monica.
No. What happened to Brandy and Monica? What happened?
What didn't happen? That's the problem.
Oh, Lord. I missed it.
I saw it.
What did you say?
So let's get into it. What did you have a problem with?
I'm fucking Team Monica. I said it. I don't think Brandy has the vocals to pull off half of what Monica do. I said it. And I don't care that she didn't bring out all her hits on Versus.
That shit 2 times,
Monica
they got
has
that
the
bitch
octave
calling that hoe the vocal Bible since when, ho? You are nobody's vocal Bible. I don't like it.
Let me tell you
I don't like
it.
And it ain't even about me and Team Monica, but we really got to talk about true. We got to talk about true prowess. We got to talk about.
Thank you.
Yeah, listen, let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth.
Listen,
let's tell the truth.
The only thing that
I will never in life say that Brandy can't sing.
That's not what I'm saying. Not what I'm saying.
She can sing. But these titles that y'all attach to her, like, good night. I can name 8 singers that will fucking blow her on the bottom. A lot of them are not even mainstream.
Who's really the vocal Bible is Kiki White.
Yes. Hello, let's talk it.
That's who's really the vocal. But come on, don't act like. Let me tell you, Monica and August Alsina sing and sound like they drowning while sliding down a washing board. They got too much of this.
You see, I don't know what songs you sing. I don't know what you listening to, sis. I don't know what you're listening to.
Like he's gargling and drowning. Now he's like, you know, the rap boys your grandma used to have.
No, that's the vibration in the back of your. That's the vibration in the back of your throat. A lot of that comes from singing lead on the choir.
Yes.
I walk the line on both of them.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Sing. I think they're both talented, but
they're both very talented. What I didn't like about the verses, I don't like it when grown ass women try to check other grown ass women. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, especially not like don't check me. Like that's just like right. If me, Viv, or Obsession, right, saw something we didn't like, we got each other phone numbers. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to super check you publicly. You get what I'm saying? Right. In front of a million people. If I felt as though something you did was a misstep, I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
First of all, I'm not gonna check you. I'm not gonna check you.
That's what I said. You're not gonna check you.
Well, who the fuck got checked? Y'all talking about catch us up, nigga? Damn.
On Versus, am I right, Nadine? You talking about when Monica had the one song called the whole song? The girl was a hoe. And Brandy was like, "Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. My daughter listening. That's not. Don't say that word." So Monica kept saying "ho, ho, ho," and she kept singing it. Okay. First of all, her daughter is fucking almost 30 years old. I'm thinking she heard "ho, bitch, asshole, skank, and cunt" in her life already. Absolutely. She kept trying to check Monica, and it was bothering my soul because they constantly, and this is between the two of them, they constantly say there ain't no beef between us. We like each other. We sisters. But that versus, every movement that them ladies did made me feel like everything y'all said was so untrue.
I even felt where Monica was like kind of over the shit. Like when she was just kind of over the whole situation because her stance got real slack. Like you can tell that she wasn't as, into it. And it's just like to do something like that is like, bitch, y'all both mothers. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Like you can't keep your children in a bubble.
Brandy can't tell nobody how to be. You set up there and killed somebody and sent your publicist to apologize. You didn't apologize yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And had a whole documentary, a series on MTV about lying about being married.
Absolutely. And then try to say, it was a spiritual marriage. How say that then? Say you was married in your head. Fuck you mean?
None of this shit. I'm lost. Well, you just as lost as me, ain't you?
It bothered the hell out of me. I felt like if Brandy had said one more goddamn poem to describe the song that was coming on, I didn't need all that backlog. Get to the song, because half of them I jammed to, but she looking through the book looking for a poem. I was like, I love poetry, but you killing me, bitch. Like, you killing me.
Everybody.
First of all, I wasn't vibing with your outfit, and now you got a poem.
Say her outfit.
I gotta go.
People thought that Monica looked super decent.
Some people was clowning Monica on her outfit though.
And I wasn't even here for Monica's outfit either. I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for it. They both look crazy.
I was just like, this is that one moment.
And I was questioning Monica's outfit. It was Fendi, but I was like, because at first I was like, hold on, she doing a flashback, but they got her when they put them shoes, baby. They did a meme with them shoes from that one video. Was it?
Yes.
Before you walk out of my life.
Yes.
White joints. They did a meme with her and the white joint with the outfit she had on her verses and the
with that 2-piece pantsuit with the shoulder pads.
Man,
okay. And that baby clock heel on that dead sandal. Yeah. I remember those things. Okay. Because our parents put us in those for Easter.
No, well, the sandals was wrong because she got long ass feet and her toes came over the top of the shoe.
That was how it was back in the day. They didn't care to put them foots in anything. Okay, I didn't like
it. It was a video, but them shoes. Yeah, it was for Good Sister Sundays. I'm sorry. Them was some Good Sister Sundays.
Hello? Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
Them shoes.
Listen, when I look back on that outfit, all I could imagine was the grandmama going, "You got your slip on?
Yes.
Did you put your pantyhose?
Yes.
On." We grandparents didn't care. They didn't care for little kids. Okay, you better have your slip on, and you better have your pantyhose on because whores only wore necklaces.
They do what they want to do. You got.
What is she doing?
I'm saying y'all gonna have me on another video with my boobs looking weird again. You ain't not gonna.
Y'all don't be telling me nothing. Y'all supposed to be my people. Y'all don't say whether they lopsided or not.
Listen, I can only see 4 people on the screen. I keep trying to switch back real fast. I never catch it.
Are we gonna talk about Are we gonna talk about Chris Brown and future 30th baby mama?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
I don't know what's going on with future shit.
Listen,
I got a problem with
minimum.
Mama.
Future gonna have to drop at least 52 multi-platinum albums going forward because Lord, he gonna be bankrupt.
But that nigga got 53,000 kids, don't he? He got a gang of kids.
That's why he gonna need an album that do good for every child for residuals after he died.
I think he just had number 11.
He needs to stop.
I got a problem with Chris Brown. The money she asked for because she didn't ask for no money until his son came. What she was getting was fine. But since royalty ain't the only one no more, now you want more money. Now she being petty.
That's petty.
That's petty as hell. What you thought y'all was gonna get back together? Like you thought royalty was gonna be the only child? You know, but why you asking? You was fine until he had this little boy.
Cause that dick, he ain't giving her that dick as freely as he was.
That's what it is, Viv.
Yeah. He ain't sliding in and sliding out like he used to. He got that.
But some bitches really
he diverted. She said.
He's trying to go get it, but he ain't giving it to her like he used to.
Some women have a complex about being the only. Or the first.
Okay.
Or the first. It's always a complex about that. Like a bitch would be like, yeah, so what? He cheated on me 82 times, but bitch, I'm the only wife.
Yes.
What do you mean?
The only wife.
I got the ring.
Right.
But it's like, 79 people done had your dick. Like, let's just retire it. Put it in the trash.
Yes.
That's all you gotta do.
Right.
But it's a complex with women because they feel like, okay, but I'm the only one that got his kids. Then he pop up with another child, and now your fucking soul is broken. But we was a family, and now you got all your kids. We didn't have nobody. We didn't have no extra people. How you gonna spread all this love for real? But now the bitch can't tell nobody, because I'm the only one. These eggs was only good for him. You know, these are the only eggs he fertilizing. Now this nigga got another baby. Now your face all crack the fuck up.
Yep.
But how Future reacted to Ciara and her marrying Russell Wilson and the whole Russell Wilson taking her son and appreciating her son and treating her son, and he turned into a whole bitch nigga.
Absolutely.
He turned into a whole bitch ass nigga.
Absolutely.
I was wondering when that was coming out.
But Viv, listen though.
I was waiting on Viv.
He had some help turning into a bitch ass nigga because look at all the men that disagree with Russell Wilson stepping up like that. Teaching him football.
Who did that?
Yes.
A lot of men.
A lot of men.
It goes with the stepfather thing. He was a father. I love Russell Wilson, honey. I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan, honey. I love Russell Wilson. I'm looking for my Russell. I'm looking for Russell. Yes. But that young lady has had a hard time in the music industry because she has been through some men. And she been through ratchet ass men. She wasn't looking for no Russell Wilsons in the music industry. She was fucking with it niggas trying to be kind of put on, you know, like you said, with celebrity, dating celebrity and all of this and stuff. And she finally found her one. And he is wonderful. Oh my God, he is amazing. He stepped in and was doing shit that Future wasn't doing, and his pride and ego was broken. Because
that's how it is.
He was supposed to do, and he looked stupid. He even said that Sierra was the one that was able to bind all his baby mamas together. He said because at first all they did was bicker and fight. So he got all of them together so that all the kids could be around each other and get to know each other. Said that she was a wonderful person. She was good to his ass. But when you ratchet and ain't shit,
absolutely
ass nigga, you do shit like that, and then your pride and ego get abused and stuff. When you find out she done found another nigga that's treating her like the queen you were supposed to treat her like.
See, but it's like bitterness doesn't even have a gender, you know, because I went through that, you know, when I had divorced my first husband. Like when we got divorced, the baby, our youngest, was only like a month old when I got a divorce. So I waited over a year before I got remarried. You know what I'm saying? Before I got remarried. So it's like, mind you, he wasn't doing shit, wasn't giving him nothing, wasn't doing nothing for him. Then he heard through the grapevine that I got married, and it's like, oh, you know, Islamically, the kid's supposed to come with me. Nigga, you don't even know their middle names. Do you know their birthday? Like, but it's like, he just couldn't stomach the fact that there was going to be someone that was going to love his, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yo, men get real salty about that shit, though. I seen that shit since back in the day. Like, I've seen that shit unfold since way back in the day where niggas have had kids and don't be doing shit with them. And then the next, you know, let some other nigga be over there, be like, don't have nobody around my kids. Nigga, where you at?
And listen, guess what? I was just talking about that complex of being the first or the only. Believe it or not, my narcissistic ass ex-husband, he had a complex about that. All of his baby mothers, he was their first, like, you know, like he gave them their first kids. And that's important to him. You get what I'm saying? To the point where there was a woman that was pregnant and he really was upset because I don't know how I feel having kids with a woman that already got kids with somebody else. It's ludicrous when you think about it. It's like, but I know that, like, that that's bitterness funny. Is like, I just feel like if any man or woman don't do their job, you can't be upset when somebody comes in and do it, you know, like if your children.
So
like
hold up.
I see women do the shit too. Women do it. They get mad. They want that nigga so bad that when he finally gets somebody else, then here we come with the talks of, oh, I gotta meet her. I gotta talk to her. You get what I'm saying? Oh, she don't have no bitch around my baby, and she ain't come and sat down with me when all she wants to do is have a conversation with this woman, so she can be like, just so you know, that's my baby daddy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to put rules, and then you're mad because your children come home happy because they love their stepmother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you they her and you don't, bitch. You left her.
So, wait a minute.
Her, and instead of having
she combed my hair, gave her some pretty tights. Like, what was that video? Did y'all see that video that was circulating around? The mama who went to the daycare to pick the daughter up. She was mad because the daycare worker, I think, sent her a picture of the baby with her hair done. The dad had got the baby hair done for her birthday. The mama sat there on the video and cut that shit out. Her hair.
I think I remember that happened.
Oh, no, hell no. I ain't see no shit like that.
She cut the braid out the baby hair. And the whole time, the little girl is sitting there crying. And the man is just saying, why would you do that to my baby? You're mad because she wants to feel beautiful. And she like, oh, well, I'm her mama and I ain't tell nobody to do her hair. I ain't say nobody could be in her hair. And oh, well, it got to go through me. That's the petty bitterness. Because when a man does something, now women like to, like, I've talked about this extensively. Like, women like to control men through their children. Through their children.
I agree.
Facts.
They want to give them rules.
But
But
as a man, they need to learn that they need to go down to the courthouse and file for joint custody so that
absolutely
can't tell him that. Because if he has
absolutely
joint custody, that bitch can't say shit to him for what he does those 2 months that he has her. You know,
absolutely.
he needs to exercise his right as a parent. Bitch, fuck you. I'm going to the courts. We finna get a piece of paper.
And listen, that's the advice. That's the same advice I give all men.
Money changing hands or nothing.
Yep.
Bitch, I got it for a couple of months to take care of him. You got it for a couple of months to take care of. That's how it is. We're gonna work out these holidays.
And listen, I knew someone that got a divorce, and she was listening to like all these members from her church or whatever, and the church members was telling her, "Oh no, you need to put him on child support." Mind you, he was giving her $2,000 a week. $2,000 a week. He would put it on a Visa gift card. He wasn't putting money in her hand because he lived out of state. So he would send it on a Visa gift card. You could put a PIN number on it and get the money off. You get what I'm saying? So he would send her like those type of debit cards that she can use and, you know, take care of the children. Oh, that's not enough. And I guess she must have felt like he was rich because, honey, I don't know where he was getting that 2 G's from. But baby, when she took that man to court, that man ended up only having to pay her $213.
Probably nothing. And it was, I think it was something on social media or on TV where somebody had did that and they ended up getting a future baby mama. Remember, she was asking for $5,300 or $53,000 a month, and they ended up giving her $2,000 or $3,000 a month. They said, "Nah, bitch, you getting $3,000 a month." But she also has a child.
I thought that was 50 Cent. I thought that was 50 Cent baby mama.
Nah, future baby mama, the one who got the baby by Bow Wow.
It was somebody.
Can we slow down a minute?
Go ahead.
Cause I don't know where the fuck we at no more. Like, obsessing
that shit, girl. Don't start that
shit. No, what I'm saying is
because it's all relevant. We trying to be fair in the conversation because it's
right. I get that. But I'm just trying to keep track of the conversation. We was supposed to talk about Future. What were we talking about, Future? All his baby mamas?
One of his baby.
No, we was talking about the
Russell Wilson. Okay.
We talk about bitter baby.
Okay, yeah. The last one, he tried to take her to court for paternity and all this other stuff, and she proved that this is the 11th child. She proved that he was the father, and now he got a big penny.
You got to pay up.
But yeah, it's like that's why I didn't have an issue with what Dr. Dre wife was asking, because these new chicks coming in, I'm not saying like the things she was asking for was logical. Some of the things, yes, I understand. But I felt like if anybody had the right to ask for that amount of money, is the woman that's been with you through everything for 30 years versus a chick you met at a concert, slept with, and popped off. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I can emphasize to that point. I definitely can agree with that point.
I mean, they coming in the gate asking for $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Just because it probably wasn't even 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You gave them 25 minutes, you know, and now you want $53,000 a month for 25 minutes.
It was a jump off.
Right. You know,
I don't even think it was a jump off. That was a quickie.
$53,000 a month.
But you want to know what pisses me off about that is because these women don't care what they take their body through. Like, they literally will get a baby put in their womb just because. Oh, he got a couple dollars. He got a couple dollars. Not even knowing, everybody know that Future got 2 million kids. But so your baby can only get a slice of the pie.
1 year old, isn't she 1 or 2? This is the dancer chick, right?
No. That's the one
that got the baby by Bow Wow, the dancer chick.
Right. No, he just had another one. Future got 4 kids that's the same age.
Wow.
Future got 4 small ones. They're months apart.
Oh,
I posted it on my page. It was a breakdown from his oldest child, and he has like 3 or 4 that's like all of them like 6 months or 8 months old.
What?
Or some shit like that.
So
they all like one.
He did a little one.
But see, listen. Lil Wayne had babies with decent women though. Lauren London, Livia.
Wait a minute now.
He don't have baby mama drama. He sure don't. He got his shit.
He don't. Livia,
Lauren London.
Lauren London. He had babies with women who got some sense, who are not out here on social media making him look like a damn fool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he chose some good baby mamas. I mean, if you're gonna have kids, at least choose somebody who's decent.
Yeah.
And he did. You gotta be honest. So
we're gonna wrap it up. So listen,
no, man, I got questions.
Okay, go on. Because I was like, it was social media drama. Not that we care. Not that we ever gonna meet these people and be able to voice our opinion. But the shit is everywhere. And we just needed to talk about it.
I'm sorry, but a session this one though.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh, that's funny. I saw my posted on my page. When y'all get off, y'all can go see it.
Shit, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Doug,
what's your questions, Daryl?
You don't think Lil Wayne baby mama's decent?
I don't know nothing about that shit, honestly.
He is not into social media. He's not into pop culture. None of that.
Yeah,
okay, so you telling me you don't know that The Dream and Lil Wayne share 2 baby mamas?
I do not know that.
Oh.
I honestly do not know that. I do now. Shit.
The first to do it. He had four kids born the same year. Drake even got in his trap.
The question I got is, why all these niggas always fucking the same bitches though? Like, it's a lot of women out here. Like,
well, The Dream was married to one of Lil Wayne's baby mamas. The Dream was married to Nivea. So that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nivea went back and forth between them. She had a baby with Lil Wayne, then she had some with Dream, then she went back to Lil Wayne.
Yes, because he got a son the same age as Laura London's son, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, he chose some. I mean, compared to all these other motherfuckers out here, he ain't choose no bomb bitches. I mean,
all right. So I've been educated on pop culture tonight. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Same.
You too, Willie?
Shit,
we was quiet in the motherfucker.
I'm hip, but I'm not all the way here.
Shit, they took this motherfucker over.
We had to talk. It's been too long. It's been too long.
He always say that. He always say that.
Who say what?
You.
I say what?
You always. Oh, no, he did fix your face. What? What I say? Wait, we finna go to the street?
Oh, you
always say, oh, y'all took this over. But you always kick it off. You always starting something. And then when we you be starting. You be starting, girl.
You do.
You be starting.
Oh, hell no. Y'all ain't about to gang up on a nigga either. All right. Nah, we ain't doing that tonight.
So,
I said that shit right there.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Here we go.
You got a bone to pick with me?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Cause I heard something.
Shit, ain't no bitch ass niggas over here. We can get into it.
And that's a good thing.
Let's end this shit so we can talk. Now you done got me going. Let's go.
Let's
end this shit.
I'm gonna CC your wife so she be a witness.
We're gonna talk about this shit while we still on camera.
Wait a minute.
I just ain't gonna record it. We gonna end the meeting.
I can't do that.
So,
I can't do that.
Social media, gossip, we covered it all, gave our opinions from who's doing what to who's getting paid and who shouldn't and who laying up with who and versus. It's been the Urban Green Room Podcast. I'm your girl, AA.
Yo, I'm your nigga, D. Lewis.
And this is The Gang, and we are out.
Thank you for tuning into the Urban Green Room podcast. Let's keep the conversation going. Hit us up at urbangreenroom.net or on our Facebook or IG page.
I always follow them.
Tell us what you think about today's conversation. If there's a topic you want to discuss, let us know. And by all means, tell a friend. The Urban Green Room podcast, giving you something to talk about. Until next time, we out.